Okay, this is from Michael to you.
Oh my God.
I only have one left, and over 25 years, I had
Oh,
10. I had 10. This is the last one, and I'm giving it to you.
Oh my God, I'm like,
Michael's here.
You're all for
Here with
Clem.
oh
us.
my God.
That's so wonderful.
He
Oh.
loves him.
I'm like,
Don't get nervous.
I am.
It's you'll see. It. I waited and waited and waited for the last person to get what I had. I had them blessed.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's Our Lady of Loretto. And this is the Holy Family. It was where Mary and the family was raised, and the house actually flew. You have to look over the history.
Let me see, bro.
But
You
this
sure?
is for travelers. I have one left for me.
You sure, Deb? I'm like, oh my
No,
God.
no, Jordan. He has to. Oh, you've
No.
been videoing.
Yes, I have.
He's had to. You have to be the one. You have to be the one.
I'm truly honored and love it. And I'll show you. I carry these with me all the time.
Look. See?
These are
Okay,
the sisters.
so-
Oh,
Michael will be with me all the time. Never not with me. That's, oh,
Ah.
That's so
Um,
nice.
you seen pictures of my Michael?
Of course. Look at that.
Oh, I put them on my
Very
page a
handsome.
lot. Very
no,
handsome.
it was amazing. Just, I can't, Michael, it really, I love him. One of the truly most incredible people I've ever met in my entire lifetime. And,
I wish we had all known him. I mean, I knew him really well, but I wish
Jordan,
you had known him more for years, because you already
your
started out
dad,
on a beautiful friendship from the day that they met.
your dad had an amazing way to, just being in his company was like incredible.
Mm.
And it was,
Where's the mic? Sorry.
never met somebody like this before. Always had, any time we spent together was nothing less than great. And I mean, it just because he just made you feel wonderful, He really.
Yep, just being in his presence.
Brought out the best in people.
I know, that's why I know,
And
he was blessed, and he, everything came together, and he was put in our path to bring Jordan into this world, which is
Mm.
my purpose.
What have I know you heard a lot of people talking about that over the years. How do you feel? What have you been able to gather from the people explaining what that was like to you and things like that?
He's asking you.
Now you want to turn it to me? Do you know how to do that?
Just turn around.
See, there's the lens right there. Okay. Hi.
Talk to Tommy. He asked you a question.
Honestly, it's difficult. I don't mean that. No, hold it widescreen. No, thank you.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't like. Sorry, pet peeve when people hold the phone like this. But anyway, it's been hard, honestly. Yeah, I do have the memories of what people have told me, and in my mind, imagining what my dad might have been like. But it's hard, and it's weird to think that one of the least words used in my vocabulary is dad.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
I know I just brought it down.
No, you didn't,
ton.
Jordan.
No.
You're honest.
No, it's not. The reason why I asked you that question, and I was the one who asked you the question, was this: is something? You meet a lot of people in this world, and then you meet some people that are really extraordinary, and they're extraordinary because whenever you could share emotion with other people, and really, just quality is the only word I could really say, in every way. I mean, it didn't matter if you were having fun with him, like, I'm sure Mom told you about, be out on a boat, he's going up to the top of the mast and diving
Jumping,
off.
yes, she's told me that
And,
story.
but he just
Where humans don't belong.
just the way
No, 40 feet up.
Right, yeah, right. He scaled the whole boat, and the other thing is that you had to dive out enough to clear the boat. It was a 40, the boat was
Right.
41 feet long, so it wasn't easy to
Wow.
clear the dive, But it wasn't even that. Your dad just, he just really made you feel great, and it was really, the reason why I'm asking you is I know it's hard for you to, you didn't experience that interaction, I mean, you were just a baby at the time. So, but I hope that from some of these stories, that's one thing wonderful about memory and the people that are around you. I mean, when most people, pass and go on to another, the next episode, okay, in any way that it is, it's really, you'll notice that after a short period of time, not many people make that kind of impression,
No,
on another
if you
human
really
being.
think about it, yeah.
And here we are, and how many years has it been since Dad passed?
What is it,
25.
25, yeah.
Okay, so it's 25 years later, and you have people still sitting here telling you
How great he
what a
was.
wonderful feeling it is to know your dad. And I think that's the best compliment anybody could say about another human being, if you really think about it, because it's a legacy. It's something that goes right through time.
Yeah,
And
to you.
yeah, really. And I feel, I really wish, of course, I mean, I would love to enjoy your father right here, right now. But I am convinced that there is another way that that energy keeps
Definitely.
going.
It does. I agree with that.
And I think
believe
that,
that.
I think that as time goes on, we get more sensitive, and we get to that it
100%.
it gets easier, and it gets closer.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
Yeah.
Well, you're born with that, and you're born with that, obviously. You
yeah,
can see that, and
definitely. It's
like my-
Certain people were born
Yeah.
closer.
well, no, I feel really blessed, and I have a lot of mixed emotions about going on this trip. To tell you the truth. Because usually it's really funny. Me and Sue were in bed the other night. We were talking. Was day or night when we were
Wait, this is PG
Yeah, this
rated.
is-
No. This was. And she said to me, "Well, how do you feel about this?" And usually, when I travel, I'm always like, never, just like go and do, no
Yeah.
problem. And I said,
It's
you know,
Europe. It's wonderful.
well, I've been doing it for many years, and this is the first time that I ever felt like, ooh, a little, like question, is everything going to be okay? I never had that feeling before. That's why I'm very glad that.
That's
Dad
why
will
I
be
know you needed
Dad will be
it.
traveling with me, so I
He's guarding
definitely
you.
got everything covered.
Mhm.
And one
Yeah.
thing, I will have this with me always, and the rosaries and that bag is part of me. It's part of my anatomy, and it's always there on every performance,
his
every place I
sisters.
go. And
Margie.
yeah, my sister Margie, who was very spiritual too. One of her favorite words she used to say to me is, God is my pilot, and
Aww.
Really?
yeah, that's what
I
my
like that.
yeah, that's what she always said. God is my pilot, and my sister had unquestionable, her faith was. You couldn't waver it. There was no she wouldn't worry because she knew everything would be taken care of. And me being a Libra, where everything has to be logical, she used to drive me crazy. Don't worry, Tommy.
You're a Libra, really? Wow.
Excuse me?
You're a Libra?
Yeah,
wow.
October 1st. Yeah, I'm a true Libra.
I'm a cusp of Scorpio, so I've got the best of both worlds.
She's the go-getter.
But at any rate, I can't tell you how much I love this present, and I'll cherish it. And apparently, it was meant to be because I already had a place for it before I got here, right? So.
Yeah. When you pulled that bag out, I said, the spirit was here,
Yeah.
and Michael was here. at that. I mean, Michael was here.
You know, it's really funny. You know, like when I think of, you know, your memory is such a precious thing. You know, and that's one thing that you could look back at time and think about. You know, your interaction with things. And I remember, you know, I told Sue about this too. I remember you being like, you were a baby.
And what reading the
Yeah, that stuck in my. No, but when you actually started just calling out the letters, okay, you know, it was glove, and you said G, you know, L, and I thought I was like hallucinating. I said, there is no way. No, it did. I know it was just not ridiculous. It was right. I mean, it was like, and it was like you would just. I couldn't believe it, you know. So. You know, I really do feel that, you know, there's special things and you're going to be able to do a lot of great things. And that's why I'm pretty excited. Like I said, I really hope that this future that's coming up now, I think that there's going to be a lot of musicians and artists, and there's going to be a lot of things that we're going to...
Don't watch your pants, you want to get...
Yeah, watch out. Yeah, if you go on fire, we'll definitely have a video. We'll have a fire video.
Exactly.
Fire! I forgot the lyrics.
But I really I'm really excited about that because it's really funny. I went to a seminar and it was in Blue Mountain, and one of
Tennessee.
No, it's
Pennsylvania.
It's in Pennsylvania, and the man who put this whole complex together was from Switzerland. And his parents used to own an orphanage.
See that synchronicity? You see how that works?
And he, so I went to the seminar, and what the guy was saying, he said, you know, it's most people, you know, as a generalization, they work their entire lifetime and they'll buy a house somewhere, and that house is worth somewhere between $200,000 to $500,000 is the average price, you know. And when people work their entire life, and when that money is turned over to the kids and the family, usually 9 months later, that money is usually gone, whether, you know, whatever they put it into. And the point being is he was saying it was very important to leave a legacy. And I think that's the part. What I want to do with this next portion of life is I really would like to try to do something on this earth that lasts a lifetime, that people are using it, and it's something that, you know, it's
people can
sustains.
grab onto it, yeah, and sustainable.
You know?
Tell it. Can I get a witness? Right here, one time.
I
Boom,
feel
boom.
the shame.
No, well, actually, it's funny over here. Years ago, when I was out carousing and having a lot of fun, you know, playing with the band. Oh, yeah, definitely off the hook. And I was coming down, I guess that's Strong's Avenue over there. And I was coming home from an after-hours club named Pudgy's, okay? And so it was like, you know, you're going home, you're ready, you've been drinking for a day and a half.
Yeah.
It's definitely time to get some rest. And I hear this reverend on the radio, and he goes, the Lord didn't say you can't drive a Cadillac. The Lord didn't say you can't have a pinstripe suit. But the Lord did say for 10% of your pay, you will be forgiven. I was crawling. I was looking at my radio like, did I actually hear that? And this is years.
Is there more?
No.
Is that we gotta end scene?
And see.
And we're gonna end scene. And